Hello, Kathy Bowersox here, founder of Network in Action, West Chase Business Force. Today I am talking with Robert Taylor with TeamLogicIT. Welcome, Robert. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
So, Robert, tell me a little bit about TeamLogicIT, who you work with, what kinds of services that y'all provide.
So TeamLogicIT is a MSP. We are a managed service provider, and we work with small to medium businesses, 5 to 50 individuals. These are individual companies who do not have their own IT department. They may not have the budget to have that expense, and so we would come in and manage their services on the back end. We do everything from cloud services to break fix to cabling. We kind of run the whole gamut.
Well, that sounds great. So you're really a one-stop shop for companies' tech departments. You're their external tech department, essentially.
Absolutely. That's exactly what we do. So they would call on us when we need them. We have help desk services. We have pretty much anything that runs the whole gamut of IT.
Well, as you know, the whole world has been shaken up by this pandemic and everything that's going on. So what are you seeing happening with your clients and with your business as all of this is going on today?
The biggest thing that we've seen since this all started is that we've seen the shift from in-office to remote. We've spent a lot of time going from 90-10 in office to exact opposite of that. So most people are remote. We've spent the better part of 3 months, whether it's 10 people in house or 30 people in house. We've seen that a lot of online meetings, and so we need to facilitate that, whether it be secure access or making sure that they can connect to each other. It has been a challenge, but we've been able to meet that, and I think it's going to kind of set the trend for the way things are going to be moving forward.
You know, I would wholeheartedly agree with you. I think in the past there were a lot of companies that said, oh, we need everybody in the office, and now they've found that it doesn't have to be that way, and they can be successful with people working remotely. So I would imagine that your demand around those kinds of things is just going to grow as this goes forward.
I would think so. We've been there to facilitate that since the beginning. There's always video conferencing, and you have locations that may have, or companies that may have multiple locations, and that's already in place. So it's just ramping that up and making sure that they've got the bandwidth, they've got the knowledge to be able to continue to do that on a greater scale.
Mm-hmm. So what would be your best advice or your best guidance to companies right now around managing their technology, managing their remote workers via technology, around those kinds of things?
My best advice for anything, and we see this all the time, is make sure that you are up to date. You don't necessarily need the greatest technology, but what you need to understand is the way things have changed in the last few years, whether it be malware, the hackers out there, phishing, things like that. Be smart about it. Let us guide you in that, and because I think that the knowledge is not there for the most part, that really how these things work. These people have gotten very smart about the way that they do things, and we see it all the time, whether it be an email that seems like an innocent email that leads to something that's quite a bit more financially devastating to a company than what they expected. So let us guide you in that direction, and we come in and we can do an assessment before we even start and give you an idea of what your environment looks like, even to down to the security level, and give you a report on it and say, this is what we see, and here's the direction that we feel like you need to go.
So that initial consultation, is there a cost for that, or is that something that you come in and do introductory for people who might want your help and support?
Typically, there is a cost, but what we like to do is give them the opportunity to come aboard with us on managed services. And so we'll usually either give them a discount on this assessment, or in some cases, it's basically becomes free, depending on what they sign up for. And so we kind of, it's kind of an incentive that we give them to move forward with us.
Okay, good to know. So if somebody is interested in getting that initial assessment or talking to you about supporting them in their business, how would they get in touch with you?
So the best way is, and we're all over. We've got Facebook, we've got website, we've got Google. We get a lot of incoming from Google Ads. Just people Googling, in Houston area IT. The best way to do that is look at TeamLogicIT and then put in your location. We are actually a franchise model, so we have over 180 locations throughout the United States. And so we can pretty much facilitate any location that needs to be. So basically that's the best way to look for us is TeamLogicIT, and put in your location at the in your location finder, and it'll tell you the closest one to you, and then just give us a shout, and we'll go from there.
Great. So if somebody is watching this and they're here in the Houston metro area and they want to reach out to you directly and work with you and your team, how would they reach you?
So the best way on that is we are Energy Corridor. So they have it by location. So if you look up TeamLogicIT Energy Corridor, that gives us our exact location, our address, our office phone number, and also our main email address.
Okay, great. And what is your office phone number?
So it's 832-910-8540.
Terrific. So thank you for being here today. What you do for companies is something really important, especially in today's times with what's going on and with all the cyber attacks going on out there as well. So if you are a small business owner and you are in need of tech support in any way, shape, or form, TeamLogicIT is the company to go with, especially here in the Houston metro area. So please do reach out to Robert and his team at TeamLogicIT.
Thank you very much, Kathy.